Hello everyone and welcome to this lesson. I've had several people emailing me asking me about how I go about arranging for fingerstyle guitar, and I thought I'd do something different today. I'm gonna arrange a song for fingerstyle guitar with the camera on, so you can follow every step that I go through, when I'm arranging a song, and maybe you can learn something, pick something up for yourself when you're about to arrange something new. So I'm gonna pick a song that everyone knows and that I've played many times with other people. I don't have a solo arrangement for this one yet, but I will hopefully after this lesson is done. So the song is called Summertime. I think you've heard that probably before. And so let's see if we can find a way to arrange this song, maybe with a moving bass line as well. We'll see what happens. So here we go, Summertime. So first of all, we're gonna have to pick a key for the arrangement. I think I've played that song many times in A minor, but I don't think A minor is the best key for solo guitar. Let's see, so it might be too low. The melody goes like this. So we actually have a low note down here, an E note that's making it, I think, too low for solo guitar. You can, of course, make solo guitar arrangement with a melody on the D string, but I think it's a little bit too low. So I want to move it up a little bit. Let's try like B minor. It's better, but I want more open strings. The 5 chord is a F sharp. And I would like that note to be an open string somehow. You know, when I'm arranging for solo guitar, I like that we can use the open strings for bass lines and stuff. So I would not pick B minor. C is, C would work, but I don't have that low G. I want that to be an open note. So if I go up to D minor, actually D minor might work because we have the A note is open. That's the 5 chord. I like that. The D note is too high. But whenever I go to, to the key of D, it can be D major or D minor, it doesn't matter. I always think, can I drop the low string to D to get that low bass note? And I think that will work really good in this song. But we'll not do that yet. We'll just figure out the chords and the melody in D minor first. So let's do that. I'll write out the melody first, and then we go into check out the chords. Here we go. Okay, so there we have it. You all know the melody. D minor. I'm not gonna play it in the tempo here, but and then again, and then that's it. That's the melody. So here we go. The first chord, we have D minor, right? So let's write that. I'm going to use blue color for this. I'm just going to write out the chords here. D minor. The second chord is an E minor 7, flat 5. That's a 2 chord. And then A7. And back to D minor. That's usually how people play. Sometimes people play a D7 here, just because it makes a little bit more tension into the next chord, which is the 4 chord. And that's G minor. So we'll play a G minor after that, and then we do that minor 2-5 again, so it's actually E minor 7 with a flat 5 once again. There we go, and then A7 right here, and then we go back to D minor, the 1 chord. Same thing as before. And here people do lots of different things here in this part of the song, but I'm just going to go to the 4 chord again, but a G7 this time. A major chord instead of a minor chord. And then the last part, we can go to F, D minor, B flat, major 7, and then A7, probably there, to D minor, and then probably back to A7 before turning it back and going back up to the top of the song again. So there you have the chords. I'm just going to play this through one time, the melody together with the chords, so you can hear how it sounds. So in D minor, here we go. D minor, and then the 2 chord, minor 7 flat 5, back to D minor, and then we go into G minor, and we do, and then to E minor 7 flat 5 again, and then it's back, sorry, same thing, and then G7, and then the ending here, B flat major 7 to A7 and D minor, and then we go back to the top. So now we have the melody together with the chords. Now we can start to arrange the song. So first of all, the first thing I would do in the key of D minor, I would turn that low E string down a whole step to the note D, because then we can play D minor right? We get that low bass note, and that's what we want. The 5 chord, the A chord, is now of course still an open A string, and that's great. So we have this, you know, that low tonic there. Now we're going to try to find a nice way to play the song on the instrument, maybe with a bass line or something. So it's a swing tune, I guess. Many people play it as a swing tune. You can play it as a ballad as well, like a slow bluesy thing, but I like it as a swing, a slow swing. And so the first thing that we could try out, I thought when I grabbed this D chord, D minor, I thought like the simplest bass line that you can do is like use the minor triad of the chord, which is D, F, and A. And if we would do that without dropping the string here, we wouldn't have a low D string, right? So, but now we have that low note, so we could play that triad, maybe something like that. And I think that would work really good if we just play that minor triad. Let's see, like that. Very simple. We just have, I'm just playing the D minor chord or the D chord here, and then I just play that bass line, going back and forth. So the first bars here, the first bar is a D minor. So the melody, where can we play that and make it feel good with that bass line? Let's see. I would probably play it like that. I mean, because I can't stretch a lot there. I need the thumb, or I could play maybe something like this. But we don't really need to hold that minor third. We get massive doses of minor third, the minor third down here. So I would probably play just, you know, a fifth, like this. Something like that. So we have D minor. Then we get to the second chord, and that's an E minor 7 flat 5. You can play that here maybe, because then we can play that low E note, which is now the 2nd fret since we've tuned it down, right? So E minor 7 flat 5, and make a bass line, maybe something like this. Let's see. I'm just playing this note and then to the A note, and then E minor 7 flat 5, bass line to A, and then we need one more bass line. It would be cool to play that low D flat, because E flat, sorry, because we're going to D, right? So it's kind of a dark tune. It can be really dark, so it's nice to have that low one. So I'll play this bass line. Let's see how that sounds with a melody, and then I just work it as, you know, play it slowly. That's just a melody with the chord. It works actually. And you can also play, I guess, because we're playing this note, it's actually a A7 with a sharp 5, but I'm playing this in the bass, so it would actually be like a E flat dominant chord going back to D minor. That's the tritone substitution for A7. We have a whole lesson on the tritone substitution. If you don't know what I just did there, I'm just playing E flat 7 going to D minor instead of A7 sharp 5 going to D minor. So it's just very similar chords, you know. A, E flat dominant 9 going to D minor. So let's see with the melody. I'm playing that chord, and then that works. Now I'm just gonna have to try to learn to play it in tempo. It's gonna take a while. I'm not doing that now. I will do that later and fast forward the filming here. Anyway, so now we have the first part done. I go back to that, I think. I go back to the same melody. Then we're going to G minor. I'm actually going to take that D7 away. I don't want to play that D7. We don't need that. There we go. So we're going to go from D minor to G minor, which is this chord now, right? G minor 7. How would we play the melody there? Walking to that chord, I would think we could do a chromatic walk up. That will work. We could also do like a chromatic bass line from A down to G. That will work. Let's see how it sounds with the melody. If I would do I had to think really hard there. That's the bass line with the melody. Let's see. And then I either land here, I guess, or here. This is the G minor triad as well. But I don't think that bass line was really good. Well, it worked, but let's try it from above instead. So we go... and then we go... Okay, that was easier, actually. I like that even more. If I would do land here, I could actually continue with that bass line, because I can't do it down here. It's easier here. So G minor, I'll find the same minor triad, but on the G minor chord and play that. That sounded okay, but I guess it's a little bit boring to do the exact same thing. Let's see. Let's see from the top. E minor. There we go into the G minor. I like that instead of this. So, and then I could do, instead of going, maybe I can use some pentatonic thing there, because it was boring to just go the same thing, I think. So maybe something with that. Let me just try it. So I like that, because that's kind of like a lick in between. That sounds good. And the melody is here, so we can just walk down the bass to E minor 7 flat 5 here again, to A7. So let's do that. So I guess open E, here's the E minor 7 flat 5, and we can do a bass line, something like that, just a half step up, and then to A, and then back to D minor. Let's see how we can get that bass line to sound a little bit better. We can do like a half step there if we want. We don't have to do. We can go. Let's see how that sounds. So let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna practice it just a couple of seconds here. Okay, so I think I got it now. I've practiced it a little bit. Here we go, from the top slowly. Bass line, and then E minor. Bass line. There we go. Now it kind of sounds like a song now. I've practiced it for quite a bit now. I stopped the camera actually because it was tricky to play the melody together with the chords. So I did that a few times, and now I kind of feel the groove a little bit, but it's still very, very slow. But we go back to the melody now. We're actually on D minor again. This is bar 9 of the song. So do the same thing, I guess. And then D minor, and then I've written G7, right? We could do that, just play that chord, but if you want a bass line, maybe just walk up that third, you know? That works. So that would be E. I just played G, A minor to B minor, or G with B in the bass. I usually do that sometimes. You could go chromatic as well. That works. And then we're gonna play F. And the melody, let me see if I can do that. To D minor. B flat major 7. That's a stretch for me. It works here as well, or maybe here. That's the easiest place actually. To A7, and then to D minor. Let me see if I can do that in another way.
Oops. Nah, I don't think so.
I don't like that I have to lift that finger. I want these two notes to ring together. Let's play it. There's a better suggestion, I think. So, but I don't know. I don't really like that major 7 sound. I think it's a bluesy song. We could actually play it more bluesy. How about like changing that B flat 7, major 7? Let's make it a dominant 7. Because then, we have to change the melody too then actually, because the melody won't fit if we need an A flat instead of an A. I like that better, because then we get this sound. Or I think that's much better. This is a bluesy way of playing that ending, but it's F, B flat dominant, A7 with a sharp 5, and then back to D minor. and the bass goes, I guess, walk that down, D minor. We could walk down actually again from D to B flat, B flat 7 to A7 sharp 5, and then maybe back to the groove. I think that will work. Let's see if I can do the second part slowly. I'm going to practice it for a few minutes first, and then I'll play it for you. Okay, let me see if I can play the B section now. So I'm going to play from bar 9 basically, slowly. G, F. And then we're back, playing from the top again. So that worked out pretty well because we continued doing that bass line, and then we went into the G chord. We just went walking up the G chord like that, and then we ended it with a moving bass line, and that sounded pretty good with the melody. And then I ended it with a lick into the A7 with a sharp 5 there. And then we can play the song again. So I'm going to play the whole thing now slowly. Back. As you can hear, I need to work on it a lot before I can really perform it. But I'm going to practice it at the end of this lesson and fast forward and see if I can play the whole thing for you. If I would arrange this song to play it live, I would probably play that melody one more time and then go into maybe an improvised solo and then go back to the melody and doing some outro thing. But so let me just play the melody again. But we figure something out, we do something new the second part. We just change it a little bit to create some interest maybe. So the first thing that I just thought about right now when I practiced it a few moments ago here, I thought about this line that I've heard many times in this song. Like you have this line going down. That's so common in many tunes, of course. It's like super common. It goes like D minor 7, and then you just, or D minor, and you walk down the root to the minor major 7 chord, and the minor 7, and the minor 6. I think that would be really cool to do in this song. It works great. So let's see if I can do that. So the melody goes like, right? So if we start doing that first part, it would be a cool thing to maybe play that and then walk down and then keep playing the melody. Let me see if I can do it. And then maybe continue to B flat and then to D minor or F actually. You could go to F there. B flat major 7 to F if we want. Okay, so I just practiced that part. Let me see if I can play it together with the melody, just that line. I walked that down from D down to B flat and then ending it on F. It sounded like this. about that? You can even do that. You could play, you know, I actually played and then to D minor. That's a nice sound. I played a D, F major 7 with the C in the bass, resolving to D minor. That sounded cool, I think. You don't have to do that melody, but it was nice sound. I think that was pretty cool. Sometimes when I do this, moving a line down like that, you can also put that line in the bass. I do that a lot with my arrangement. So if I would do that, move the bass down. Yeah. That's not easy. Let's do it here. Let's see. That works. That sounds pretty cool. So I'm just moving the bass down to B flat and then to F. Moving down to E, D minor. Let's see. And then into G minor again. So let me see. I'm going to practice that. I think I got it. And then we can go back to that part we did before. By the way, I moved that G minor 7. I moved that bass down there. I should just write that in here. G minor 7, but with the F in the bass. Walking down to E minor. Anyway, so and that part we've already done. And so how we're gonna end the song? Well, probably just play the same thing as before from F, like D minor, B flat 7 to A7 sharp 5. So and then maybe a lick, maybe a blues lick, just a pentatonic blues scale. That sounds nice. And then we're gonna end it with a big minor chord here. Let's see. That's D minor major 7 with a 13 in it. Actually, this one is very nice, like a D minor triad, and then open B and E. That's really, that would be like this. Sounds like that. Let's see again. I like that chord. It sounds like a James Bond chord, you know. Anyway, so that's the ending chord. I like that sound a lot. So now we have an arrangement. After this I would probably go into soloing, you know. And you can use minor pentatonic in this song a lot, but you can also play some nice, of course, other things. When going into the G minor, for instance, you can play D7 before that, play some altered things over D, you know. Make a nice transition there. There's a lot of things you can do, but that's another video talking about improvisation there. But So I'm going to practice the arrangement now, and I'm going to try to perform it for you. Okay, see you soon. Almost. I'll work on it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you would like me to teach this song here on YouTube, let me know in the comments below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. That means a lot to us. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.